Here are 6 signs you will become a professional soccer player. 1. Being mentally strong. The reason why most players you see that have high talent give up isn't usually because they weren't good enough or they didn't train, but it's usually because they don't have the confidence. I know, it's hard to believe that you'll actually become pro. But if you at least want a chance of becoming pro, you have to be mentally strong. 2. Always training. It's very hard for most people to be consistently training, especially when they don't feel like training. If you want to always train even if you don't want to train, or you don't have the motivation to always train, then you must force yourself to train even if you really feel like not training. If you're always forcing yourself to train soon, you will not have a problem with feeling like not training. 3. Making sacrifices. This is what most people can't do, making sacrifices. If you have a training day and you have a party exactly on that training day, and you choose to go to the party over training, you may think missing out on one training day is no difference and you will still have your skill. And yes, there will be no difference if you miss out on one training session, but it will make another big difference in other terms. It will increase the chances of you not training the next day, and it will reduce your motivation for training. An example for this is Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho is the most gifted football player ever. And the reason Ronaldinho's career wasn't long was because he didn't really train. He was always partying, and he relied on his natural talent when it came to performing on the pitch, and he never made sacrifices. This also tells you that even if you have natural talent, if you only rely on that, then soon the quality of your performance on the pitch will just start reducing, and then it will completely be gone. 4. Using social media. Nowadays, you can just search anything you want and it will pop up. And a great way of taking advantage of this is searching football tutorials on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, etc. For an example, if I wanted to get better at defending, I would search defending tutorial on YouTube. You can basically search any football tutorial on YouTube, and it will come up. And one of the best way of using social media is by finding clubs or academies that could possibly put you onto a higher stage. 5. Natural talent. As I said earlier, having natural talent and skills is something you shouldn't just rely on. But having natural talent and skills makes it easier for you to go pro. 6. You're learning fast. For an example, you can learn a lot of skill moves, defending tips, attacking tips, shooting techniques and tips, passing tips and drills to do. Learning fast is actually how a lot of pro soccer player became pro. They learned a lot rather than spending time doing other stuff. Before this video ends, I just want to say that if you have all of these signs, it doesn't guarantee you'll go pro, but if you don't have all of them, or you don't have any, it doesn't mean you will definitely not go pro.